party ground. And Bubba.
Well, that was absolutely cat.
Hello, good evening, and welcome along to Daz's Football Stand. We're live for This Week in Football on this Monday evening. Oh, get me time correct. It's 6 o'clock. You know what it's time for. It's time for the chat show where we talk about everything that's been happening in the past 7 days. We'll be talking about our respective teams. We'll also be talking about the FA Cup quarterfinals and the semi-finals. But do us a favour. Please do, of course, at least play the intro. I did play the intro, but obviously for some reason YouTube latency. I did play the intro. When you watch it back later, it definitely played, so don't worry about that. How are you all? Hope you're all doing very well indeed. Make sure you drop a like. That would be absolutely marvellous. And I'll just put the banner up here and drop us a like. That would be brilliant. And we'll get things underway. So let's add the lads in. Here we go. There we go. So joining us tonight, as usual, is one of the regulars, as usual, Mr. Owen Coyle. Also joining us, and hopefully, bye. I was just about to say, and also joining us is Liam, but he's disappeared. So bye. At the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, I don't know how long you'll be at the bottom left when Liam comes back on. In the meantime, bottom left-hand corner of your screen is another Plymouth fan, and it's Mr. Niall. How are you?
Well, 5 unbeaten, 5 wins in a row, 5 clean sheets. Not a lot to cry about at the moment. I can't lie. Loving life.
Fair enough. And at the bottom right-hand corner, a lot of you guys will not know who this is. I do, obviously. It's one of the new upcoming YouTube prospects, I would say, if I'm putting it like that. He's just started doing Bubba vlogs, I think, this season. A lot of people don't know him, but joining us down the bottom there is Jake, otherwise known as NMP Football. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here, mate.
And we'll get things underway, and we will introduce Liam when he actually comes back on. I think he's gone for his tea. Yep, he's gone for his tea. What a surprise. Literally, the minute we start the stream, and he has to go for his tea. I said that would happen. I was saying off camera right to him before the stream. I said, what's the bet? You have to go for your dinner, literally 5 minutes into the stream. I'm like a fortune teller, man. You know, like a psychic. Let's have a look at your comments there. Not many people in the stream, but make sure you get your comments in. Drop us a like as well. Got the Iron Brew here as usual for the regulars. And Owen's probably going to have his bottle of vinegar this time.
Yep, here it is.
Oh, my word.
No, he doesn't drink it. He doesn't drink
No, I wouldn't go that far, not on camera.
Last stream, but a few streams ago, when Garrick, who's obviously regular on the channel, he's not available this week. I don't think he was available last week. He's been busy with GCSEs. He should be back on next week, all being well. And Liam isn't going to be on next week, so there's a substitution for you. But Max, the Hull City fan's meant to be coming on at some point. God knows when, mind. Don't know when he'll come on, but it'll be at some point. He'll be. Drop the like, everyone. A couple of streams ago, we were doing an FA Cup quiz. Gavik got a question wrong, and it was about Brighton. He's a Brighton fan. He got a Brighton question wrong. And he got Neil Magpie mixed up with Morda. That was hilarious. And we were talking about Owen having this bottle of vinegar. He said up your nose with this bottle of vinegar. It was hilarious. I'm thinking, you're not drinking that, are you? Joe Jumpin says, forgot this was in. This was in. This was on, you mean? Hello, famous man and boys. Yes, I've already done that. 2 minutes late, tough. Slow applies cooking. Right, fair enough. Upcoming streams, sod all really, apart from the double watch along where we got England versus Switzerland, followed by Germany versus Israel, the two international sides on channel. Mr. Liam Martin, what was Mr. Liam Martin? And he's gone. Tough, nothing much I can do. Yeah, sad shame. Who else has just joined in? Max is coming on soon, hopefully. Just getting something finished up. Right, like Hull. No, it should be a good stream. We'll get things straight underway. Before we go into any FA Cup business, we'll talk about our respective teams. Oh, they have been released. Oh, dear. I had a feeling, didn't I? We'll talk about the respective clubs. Obviously, for me and Owen, and for Liam as well, no Manchester United football this weekend because of the FA Cup. And they got knocked out by Borough, didn't they? So they
you still win the FA Cup?
Man United aren't. They got knocked out of Borough.
See, I thought for some reason I thought you were in the quarterfinals and you were going to win it, and then you were going to win the quadruple. Because you're still in the Champions League, right?
No, we won. You're slow, aren't you? No, we got knocked out.
Premier League? Are you still in the Premier League?
Well, yes.
Just about, yeah.
Just.
got knocked out the Champions League. I'm not going to lie. To be honest, I was expecting it. I just knew we weren't going to do it against Atletico. But Atletico's next task is against Man City. Now, what's the bet Man City beat them?
I'd say pretty hard, to be honest.
Hey, wouldn't surprise me. Let's talk about respective teams. So, obviously, no United this weekend. But Cambridge played against MK Dons. I think you lost.
Yeah, we did. 1-0. Yeah. Although, to be fair, in a positive note, even though it's not that positive, there was the highest attendance of the season, or at least one of the highest attendances, apart from Luton, it was the highest attendance of the season. So, I mean, if you take the positives out of that...
TM, your stadium obviously doesn't hold much.
No, it doesn't. But, yeah, that's what you get when your stadium's on well, sort of not on a motorway, but it's kind of on like it's basically on like a shopping centre kind of. Well, it's not good for football, put it that way. But yeah, I mean the game itself, by all accounts, wasn't a good game at all, to be honest. And yeah, well, same here. I was away watching Sheffield, so I couldn't watch it. But yeah, I think it just was like normal results. MK Dons are just better than Cambridge, aren't they? And
yeah.
You know, it's one of those things I didn't expect to win, but you know, it's never nice to lose. They're sort of semi-close, aren't they? Like it's not a derby, but they're quite close. Well, compared to most teams
outside of London, aren't they? Really, MK Dons. So
yeah, to sum it up, it was just sort of just normal really for Cambridge, to be honest.
You've got some, I'd say, reasonably tough games coming up as well. I mean, Wimbledon. Again, another game that you could do with winning because Wimbledon are actually in the relegation zone. So if you win that, then you're 15 points ahead. So I think you'll stay up if you can win against them. You then have Ipswich away, which you'll probably get out against. Wickham at home, tough game. Morecambe at home, you should win. Wigan away, no chance.
Yeah.
Charlton at home, God help you. Sunderland away, God help you. And then Cheltenham at home. On your last game of the seasons, your last game of the seasons can't be in April.
It is.
Yeah, because you got the playoffs, don't you?
Last game, yeah. No, that's BS. For some reason, we have to finish a week early, but League Two and the Championship finish a week later. So, fixture congestion and all that.
Yeah,
so I was going to say, we don't finish till when is it? The 7th of May?
It's around then.
It's away from home as well, I think. Is it Preston away? Last game.
Yeah, that's our last game.
tough away game. What was that? How was Bramall Lane, by the way, when you went on Saturday?
Yeah, it was good. It was a good experience. Obviously, I don't support either team, so I was kind of just there. And to be fair, the song at the start, Annie's song, that was good, but the first half was pretty poor by, I'd say, Sheffield United, but also the fans as well. It was really quiet, to be honest, the first half. Second half, exactly. They second half, I thought they played all right, but I mean, Barnsley were pretty poor. So it wasn't that hard for them. And to Gibbs White looked good for them, I've got to say.
He's been magnificent for them this season. I know he played well against us as well. We just couldn't contain him.
Yeah, that's the thing, because he's good on the ball, but he's quick as well. Like, he's lightning quick. So yeah. It was a good experience. But yeah, just Sheffield United. I've seen Borough play better. Put it that way. I've seen Borough play better than yesterday.
That doesn't take much doing. Certainly at home at the minute with the way we've been playing. 9 games, 9 wins on the bounce, and then we lose to Chelsea. We'll get on to Chelsea in a bit. Niall, again, probably our biggest win of the season against was it Accrington Stanley? I don't know who they are, mind.
Exactly.
Pretty comfortable day at the office, wasn't it?
Just a bit. When you've upgraded your manager midway through the season, that really does show the level of club. We are the most informed team probably in the world right now. Name me another team that's got 5 wins on the bounce with 5 clean sheets. I remain to be seated there. No, it was just really good. Really, really easy performance. Ryan Hardy has taken that penalty miss against Chelsea personally, by the sounds of it, because he's just offering a hot dog to absolutely everyone that he plays against. He's absolutely loving life right now. 19 goals, I think, for the season now. But yeah, I mean, Schumacher. I always said Schumacher was preparation, and that Ryan Lowe was the media bitch. But I've proven right, because Preston aren't doing too well, and Schumacher's gone and got 5 wins with 5 clean sheets, and I've never seen our goal defend so well in my life. Like, genuinely, I don't recall us defending this well and actually being able to score a goal. This is probably one of the best seasons we've ever had for about 10-15 years. And yeah, I expect to win League One now. Expectations are high. Rotherham are beyond help. Wigan, hopeless. MK Dons, shocking. Both, as a football club and, everything. But yeah, we're just too good. We are just too good. We've got Cheltenham on Tuesday at Watermire. So, yeah. But I had the pleasure of working for Exeter sponsors whilst this game was on. So I was loving life.
I will say, by the way, I mean, I really don't see why you can't do it now. The form you're in really good form. MK Dons, it's MK Dons trying to get past them in a minute because they're starting to pick up a bit of form. Rotherham got absolutely walloped by Shrewsbury at home during the weekend, and Wigan are still picking up form. I don't see why you can't get automatic promotion places at the minute, but winning the league, I think it might be a step too far personally, but you never know.
I think you set your expectations too low there. I think we can easily win the league. It'll be on the final day. We'll be level 1 point to Wigan, and we'll win it on goals scored, not goal difference, because that will be level as well. It's all planned already. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be it's going to be a Luke Jeffcott 95th minute penalty that wins us League One. Just mark my words.
Biggest win of the season was Aki. You must be mental. No, I wasn't saying it was like the most important win of the season. I was saying it was like the biggest.
No,
it was your biggest win
in terms of margin.
I
think so.
It's the first time you've won.
I'm trying to think if we beat another team 4-0. No, I think we beat another team 4-0 this year. I can't remember who, but I think we did. No. I wish.
Yeah, you
No,
probably don't.
we beat Sheffield Wednesday 3-0, didn't we? I don't know. If we face United, that would have been our biggest win when we win 5-0. But
4-1.
we had to have
4-1
Chelsea
away
instead.
Crew. You won 4-1 away to Crew. You won 3-0 against Sheffield Wednesday, 4-1 against Accrington away. Oh, you scored 4 tries against Accrington. Oh dear. No, I don't think you've won. You haven't won 4-0 once this season. So, biggest margin of victory for you this season.
That's a shame.
Yes. Isn't it?
Love it.
But looking good for Plymouth. Schumacher, I thought, was a racer at first.
Excuse me.
But
what did you just say? I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna take this slander from a Manchester United fan who doesn't even have a manager. I mean, please enlighten me. Who is your manager? I'm waiting because Ralph Ragnick is not your manager. I mean, he's basically the supply teacher. And if everyone here remembers how we treated supply teachers at school, it was like shit, and that's exactly how he's been treated. So
when I first saw the name, I thought it was the racing car driver.
Oh, I thought you said he was a waste man then. I was just about to say. That's what I went for United.
No, I said he's a waste.
I was just about to say, coming from a United fan that's had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralph Ragnick this season. I mean, don't get me started.
No. Bloody Louis van Gaal was the waste man. To be honest with you, and David Moyes, they were absolutely garbage. Right, we'll come on to Borough now. We'll talk about the Chelsea game in a bit. We're doing well at home, which is good. Mm-hmm. But I've said this to a few Borough fans. If there's one thing that's going to cost us top 6, it's the away form.
Stay away form, yeah. I think Birmingham has definitely showed we can win against these teams at the bottom of the table, but it's about putting the work in, isn't it? And I don't think these last couple of away games, we've really put the 100% in, have we? Like, you could see Sheffield United, we weren't putting 100% in at all. Our defence was all over the shop.
We just got outplayed.
Yeah. Sheffield United definitely came out as a really good side on that day, but you could still see we weren't there on that day. It just wasn't our night, was it?
No, nothing went right there. I mean, I suppose Flo Balogun got his first goal, and that was literally because the keeper gave it to him. But Joe Lumley, right? Mm-hmm. There's people saying he's been one of our best keepers for a while. I don't agree with that at all, right? I mean, personally, don't get me wrong. The saves he makes are brilliant. He makes some really good saves. But his positioning half the time is crap. He spends more time outside the penalty area than he does in his goal.
Well, look at what he did to Son against Spurs. Did you see? When he ran all the way out.
It was
nearly cost us a goal.
Matt Doherty, it was.
Yeah.
It was Matt Doherty on the ball, and he literally skipped past him because he came out. And he only
came all the way out.
He sent it into the tees, and I just went, bye. It's things like that that's going to cost us. I mean, I certainly think we need another actual good goalkeeper, and I don't think we'll get a goalkeeper that was as good as Darren Randolph.
Yeah, Darren Randolph was really good.
He was magnificent. But obviously the international break now, so we can sort of have a break. Balogun's got into the England under 21s, and another Borough man, Nathan Woods, got into the under 20s. So at least there's some there's some Borough players actually able to get into a sort of international recognition, if you want to call it.
They'll give them some experience as well with some better players as well.
Yeah,
and hopefully they can come back and obviously use that.
I mean, our next games. I mean, I wouldn't say we've got any easy games coming up, actually. Because the thing is with the Championship, right? You look at some of the teams you come up against, the likes of, everyone was saying, likes the likes of Barnsley away, everyone was saying to me, "Oh, we're going to beat Barnsley 3-0, 4-0, blah blah blah. We'll win that easily." And I said to them, the people who said that to me, I said, "Do you know we've got a crap record at Oakwell? If anything, we're going to lose." And we went 3-0 down.
Yep. It's not just that as well, it's the championship as well.
I mean,
the championship is always full of surprise every single season. We could sit and lose 3-0, 3-2 to Barnsley, and end up beating Fulham 4-0 or something at home. Do you know what I mean? It's just...
I doubt that's going to happen, mine, but you never know. You never know.
I can't see it coming. We never score 3 goals in a game.
We have this season. I can't remember who against man. Next couple of games was, I mean, we've got more home games than we have away games, which is a positive. So it means we won't lose so many games because our home record's good. We'll wait at Peterborough. People will say, right, certainly both fans will say, Peterborough, terrible. We're going to absolutely beat them. They've just beat
QPR.
Rival in QPR. Away from home. That's twice they've beaten them this season. Derby was 4 goals. Oh, yeah, Derby was 4 goals, wasn't it? But that was by 3 goals. That was a 3-goal margin. We've got Peterborough next after the international break. That is a potential banana skin because they're fighting for their lives. And we're fighting for top 6.
Yeah.
You know, that's a potential banana skin. And no one knows. It's a sort of game we'd probably lose. We got Fulham at home. If we get anything out of that game against Fulham, I'd be more than happy. I don't care if it's even a point or a 0-0 or whatever.
They're just looking unstoppable at the moment.
They're just Fulham. No one seems to be able to beat them. Well, apart from West Brom did, but Fulham just didn't turn up. We've got Hull, which another potential banana skin. They're doing bad in the league. Bournemouth away, we never win. Quite simply, we never win at Bournemouth. Huddersfield at home's a top 6 clash. Swansea away, we don't have a good record in Wales.
No.
And then we've got Cardiff at home. We've got 2 Welsh teams against away and home. So we then got Cardiff at home. Really, a game we should win because I don't think Cardiff are doing particularly well this season. Stoke last home game of the season, and then Preston away. So I say out of the final, how many games we got left? Well, we've also got a game in hand, haven't we? So out of our final 9 games this season, if we can get, considering some of the teams we're coming up against, out of 27 points, if we can get, I would say if we can get 18 or 19 points out of 27, I would be more than happy. Just considering some of the teams we're coming up against. Bournemouth, we don't win away from home. Swansea, we have a bad record in Wales. Fulham at home, if we get anything out of that, then happy days. Peterborough United is a potential banana away from home. So if we get 18 points, at Liam's shaking his head, you don't know how hard the championship is, mate. The championship is a very unpredictable league. Yeah, we know how bad Peterborough are. They've just beaten QPR 3-1. And our
they're getting relegated.
Yeah, we've won QPR and Peterborough. We've won 1 out
That's
of
what I
our
meant, Peterborough.
now, I think 7 away games.
Yeah.
We've been really poor one really poor form away from home. So I say let's say if we get 18 or 19 points out of a possible 27, I would happily take that. And I think that personally, I don't know if it would be enough for top 6. It might just marginally be enough, but it would all depend on other teams dropping points. We've been in this situation before, haven't we? We've been trying to get playoffs under Tony Pulis. Last game of the season we won, but results didn't go our way. And the games, I mean, we had a poor run of form at one point, where I think we lost I don't think we'd won none in the last 6 or 7 games at one point in that season. This season, if we don't get playoffs, it's that away form that we're going to have to look at.
Yeah.
You know, why have we not done it? These sort of games are the games we should have won and we didn't. You know, it's you look back mostly on the games that you drop points in, and you're thinking, well, how did we not win there? It's them sort of games that cost us the top 6, aren't they, really? And it's happened before. Let's have a look. A few people just joining, by the way. I am getting to the live chat, but don't worry. We still beat Devil. Well, when you were at the Riverside Stadium, you won't, because we're on good form at home. Same Bower that played Spurs didn't. Oh, Shane at Bower that is it same or Shane Bower that played Spurs didn't turn up against Chelsea. Well, we didn't turn up against Chelsea. We were absolutely lousy against Chelsea. I think Max has just joined, actually. There we go. We got all 6 of us. Max, are you there?
Yep. I'm here.
Yep. Good. Right. Let's have a look. John Wayne got an Arband, Urshish for common. Connolly's terrible. Balogun don't rate them. I don't think as a partnership they're good at all. I think they're terrible as a partnership. 4 away, 5 at home. Need to concentrate more on the away games. Beat Bournemouth already this season. What did we beat Bournemouth? Yeah, I think we did beat Bournemouth.
Yeah, we did at home 1-0.
Yeah. Yes, that's at home. Away from home, we don't beat them. The last away game, the last time I think we played them away from home, we lost something like 5-1 or something a while ago. Can't remember. 9 games to go. 18 will do us, I reckon. Yeah, I would take 18 out of 27. 15 points we'll get. 15 points I don't think would be enough. Anything over... No. I think anything 18 or over I think would probably be enough depending on other results as well. And we have got some top 6 teams to play against as well. Away form's coming back, though. A draw and win from last 2 away. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, the point away to Millwall I thought was a good result. And obviously the win at Birmingham was a big bonus. But it's our away form that's probably going to cost us this season. Max, how are you, mate?
I'm better than expected, to be honest. Not too bad.
Good. I suppose, obviously, we've all been talking about our respective teams, obviously. So we'll talk about Hull.
What is a Hull?
A CAC team in Yorkshire. That's what a Hull is.
Yeah. That's exactly the...
I'm not afraid to admit it after that absolutely CAC performance against Luton, so, you know.
Don't get me wrong, Luton are a really good side, though, at the minute. They're high-flying.
They're third. Yeah. They're third in the table.
Yeah, I was going to say they're third now.
I wouldn't have...
It's good. It's Huddersfield lost, so...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I will say, if you still scored... You're losing 3-1 against a team who I would say at the minute are promotion favourites for some reason. At the moment, they're one of the promotion favourites. I don't think there's much shame in that, you know, losing against that sort of team. They're doing really well. I mean, they gave Chelsea a good test. Shame we didn't. But you've had some decent results. Recently. You beat Peterborough 3-0. That was an important win. You beat Coventry 2-0. You drew at Birmingham, which isn't great. And then you lost to West Brom, which West Brom are just a good side. So you've had an inconsistent season, haven't you? Yeah, you've had an inconsistent season, haven't you?
Well, that's definitely how we put it as City fans, really. It's just been... Yeah, I don't even know how to put it anymore. I mean, I went with Lewis. Lewis was absolutely fuming. Lewis Perry was absolutely fuming after that. Literally asking me at 88th minute, do you want to get going? I was like, no, I'm staying to the end. I always do. But then we scored. I was like, what? Well, we were both asking each other, does it make a change to the day? No.
I will say.
And again, at least we scored.
I will say one thing, and one thing I thought that was pretty embarrassing from... There was quite a few of the Borough supporters against Chelsea. I thought this was really embarrassing. You're against the world champions. You go 2-0 down, and there's people going home already.
I saw that. That was awful.
I was like, that's embarrassing. You were against
In the
world
quarterfinal,
champions.
yeah.
At least don't go home before half time. You know,
Well, yeah,
Arsenal
like,
review was empty.
if you did that if our fans did that in the Premier League, all the teams in the Premier League would be laughing their heads off at us. That's embarrassing. That. You walk out. I can understand you 2-0 down. You're annoyed. Yeah, you might want to get out. Blah blah blah. Before it gets any worse. You're against the world champions. Stay to the end. You know, you got a big chance to see some top quality players. You know, you got to
It's
see
not even
both
that. Why would you leave that early as well?
It was literally 35 minutes.
Yeah, and they started leaving.
Well, instead of having to go at your fans, why don't you just say, why didn't we play like Argyle did in extra time, potentially even nearly beat them and score a goal at Stamford Bridge? I mean, these are all really legitimate questions, and it now means that Argyle are a better club than Middlesbrough. So facts.
Well,
We're also than United, but you know.
No.
You're a better side.
You know, Luton are in the Championship. We are in League One, so you know I would expect Luton to be better. But Middlesbrough, you know, unfortunately not so much. You are now League Two.
Like Doncaster.
Jake's so confused. Yeah, you'll get used to this, Jake.
Just a little bit.
I'll just agree with him. Do you know what? I'll just agree with him.
Yeah. Oh, Sean Wrigley in the chat put Hull City's going down.
I don't think we're going down. I think it'll just be a little bit.
13 points ahead of Barnsley.
Barnsley, who we lost 2-0 to.
Yeah.
The only good player on that pitch was our 19-year-old
you've got a nice 2-0 defeat coming up at the other side, haven't you?
I don't know. Have we?
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be fair because we beat you 2-0 in the reverse fixture. So.
Oh yeah, and we had a free kick that went in the net that was chopped off for no reason.
Oh, your Lindman that was in. I loved it when it got called out.
I saw the ball and I was thinking, how is that not given? I mean, it's the only good free kicks. It's the only good free kick we've scored all season, I think.
You say we've got you, but we have to deal with Huddersfield first.
Oh God!
Huddersfield. They've got 2 hard games. Oh,
it's a Friday as well. It's a Friday night, which is kind of annoying.
Remember when someone said that Hull are 13 points ahead of Barnsley? Don't bank on them not getting relegated with their running.
Well, I didn't realise how difficult their one is actually. I mean, they got Huddersfield next. That's away. Oh, sorry, no, that's at home. Sorry. Then you're at the Riverside Stadium. That's a 3 points. Hopefully, you then are at home to Cardiff, which isn't an easy game for you. Certainly with the way the things are, you're only 5 points below them. So
quite beat them 1-0 last time, but I doubt that'll work anyway.
You've got to go to the toughest place for any place to go and play, the Den. Very tough place to go.
Oh, then we've got Reading. Oh dear. If we lose to Reading,
you've got Reading, Bristol City and Nottingham Forest. I don't think he'll go down because I don't think Barnsley, Peterborough, Derby will survive. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Reading ended up in there, but I don't know. So Derby has no chance now. Good, so time they went down. Anyways, right, we'll get talking about the FA Cup. We've been going on for about 30 minutes just talking about our club. So get on with the FA Cup. So it's been quite an entertaining FA Cup tournament so far. Obviously, unfortunately for the Borough, we did really well actually in the tournament. Just unfortunately came up short against the world champions. But I mean, I don't know if you all watched the game, but it was on the Saturday night. Me and Jake were definitely there. I know that we both did logs. For me, I just don't think we turned up. to be honest. People were saying we played well. I didn't think we were good enough there. I mean, I can understand you're against the world champions, yeah, obviously. But the last thing you want to do is kick off and not even perform to your full potential. You get a team like that. If you want to win, you've got to play. You've got to put 110% effort. And I don't even think we put in 50% effort, because when we went 2-0 down, it looked like we were giving up. We could have been 4-0 down at half time. I thought we were poor, but I don't know what do you guys think? Who even watched the game?
I didn't catch it, but as soon as I saw Lukaku scored, I thought, well, you guys must be playing badly. When I saw Lukaku score.
It was the first 15 minutes he scored, wasn't
it? 14 minutes.
He only cost £100 million.
How many touched it?
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad that we judge like Lukaku as like if he scores, you're having a bad game, and he did cost like near on £100 million. Like that's pretty poor for him. I unfortunately didn't watch the game. I was busy washing my hair.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Did Liam or Max watch it?
I just can't watch. I just
saw the
Chelsea.
goal.
It's blood money, isn't it? So I just can't. I can't watch it.
Sorry, what did you say?
I said no.
What did you say, Max?
The only thing I watched was the goals in the end.
Ah.
I watched the first half and then quit the second
It was
half.
on BBC One.
Oh, BBC. Oh,
It was on the BBC.
well, I was wondering. It doesn't make a difference. I didn't watch it anyway, but I was just wondering.
Yeah, well, we didn't turn. Let's be honest with you. We went up and we just, when we went 2-0 down, it just looked like I think everyone in the stadium had practically given up. I mean, as soon as we went 2-0 down, I was like, we're out. I mean, we could have been 3-0 down actually, because Lukaku, for some reason, actually had a good game. But Mason Mount, by the way, is a quality player. He was magnificent, wasn't he?
Lukaku.
Yeah. Mason Mount was super.
Don't laugh at me. That was Charles. So go give Charles credit for that.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on our overall performance, Jake? I thought we just didn't turn up.
Well, I definitely agree with you. We didn't put that much effort into the game, really, especially in the first half. I don't think we found our feet quick enough. You had to find your feet, just like that, against these teams, especially the world champions. And I just don't think we did. I think we had a little spell in the second half. I think the fans got behind them in the second half, and we had a little spell in the second half. But overall, it just wasn't good enough, really, and we obviously lost.
Yeah, well, I think we knew that. There wasn't too much to say about that game. I didn't even think it was a particularly brilliant match, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think... people were saying, Chelsea just showed their class, really, I think, in that game. They were the better side. But I think the only reason they looked so good was because we made it so easy for them. I don't think Chelsea and Tuchel have probably thought that was actually their best performance of the season. But well, we've had a good one in the tournament. Beat Mansfield, didn't deserve to, mind. Beat United on penalties, even though United absolutely battered Borough. And Spurs, we
thrashed them.
They were poor. They were really poor, and then we just came short against Chelsea. It's been a fantastic campaign. Just a shame we couldn't progress further. There's one game too many, as he always says. And there's one game too many. I mean, I think I often say this about Everton, but again, it was one game too many. They got absolutely thrashed by Crystal Palace. What a sad shame.
They're very poor, though, aren't they?
By the way, I can't be the only one here who thinks Everton are going to get relegated at this rate.
You're not the only one, don't worry.
I think
they're going down at this rate, aren't they?
their only chance is that they might just have just enough quality individually, but I mean they really are crap, to be honest. They deserve to go down, if anything. But you know, I'm kind of hoping Burnley go down because I don't.
Burnley.
But it doesn't really matter because if Everton go down, then Frank Lampard's pissed off, so that's fine. And you know, if Burnley go down, then the league's just a
Well, I'll
better
just
place.
let you
really.
know if they don't start picking up points soon, and it comes to their final 6 games of the season, I don't think they'll do it. Because if you have a look at their final, the final 7 games of the season, United. Now, no
They
one
can win that.
Actually, you'll probably beat us. But the last 6 games, they've got Leicester, Liverpool, Chelsea, Leicester again,
Brentford and then
Arsenal. So,
I mean, Brentford
They
might
should
be a
take
little
18 points
the
out.
rest.
hey, what did you say now?
I said they should get 18 points out of that, to be fair.
They probably won't. Who knows?
Why not? Leicester aren't that good. Leicester have been quite crap this season. Brentford are
Mate,
nothing special. I mean, did you say Chelsea? I mean, they have no money and they literally are poor, so they should win that.
yes,
Arsenal, maybe. Liverpool, I don't know if I rate Liverpool. They're not quite Argyle, so you know.
regardless, it's a tough 6 games. You can do that. I mean, I think Brentford might be a banana skin for them as well. It's the final few games of the season, Brentford will be looking to end the season on a high. Now, I'm sticking my nose out, but I think Brentford will stay up. Even a lot of people think they're going to go down. I think they're definitely staying up for next season. Next season, they'll go down because the second season syndrome in the Premier League. You know what it's like. But the Palace-Everton game, I thought Palace were excellent. They just absolutely battered Everton. They were 2-0 up at half time. It was so comfortable for them, and I think that just proves what level Everton are at. Everton are on paper, their team is a very good side. They're a very good team on paper, but on the pitch, it doesn't matter what manager they've had. They've had Benitez. Now they've got Frank Lampard. Nothing seems to be clicking for Everton.
No. They should probably stop trying to sign players like Dele Alli. I mean, that might help them.
Yeah. By the way, you guys can chirp up with any point at any time, by the way. So,
Yeah.
I would say it's a free for all, if you want to call it that. So, we just talk about topics and then chirp up any thing you want to say. But did anyone watch the Palace?
Yep.
I've seen some of it.
What?
I mean, Palace just dominated, really. Everton had nothing in it. They had like 3 chances from what I was looking at. Well, 2 shots on target. Close enough. But I mean, Everton have just been poor this whole season. It's definitely shown against Palace. I mean, they had a fair bit of possession. They just hardly did anything with it in terms of creating and then scoring chances. First 15 minutes were the crucial point.
Well, they should have had a goal in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's good goal by Guehi as well to start it off. But I mean, Palace just ran riot. So, I mean, Vieira's done something good now. So, Palace fans will be happy, but just Everton, like, they're just not at it this season. I'm not going to be surprised if they go down really. After that, I mean, Mark Hughes finally got a goal since about 5 years ago. It's been that long since he's last been recognised. But
Mark Hughes.
I mean, they're 3 points off Watford in the relegation zone. The only thing that can probably save them is goal difference, unless they start winning again.
Mark Hughes. You mean Will Hughes?
Yeah, Will Hughes. Mark Hughes.
I've
I've been focusing too much on Mark Hughes.
The manager.
Yeah, I've been focusing too much on
He
Mark
hasn't
Hughes.
scored a goal since like the 90s. That was for United as well.
I've been talking too much to others about Hughes and everything. So there's a lot of Hughes news going on. So don't judge.
Fair enough. Liam's having a disco again. He's,
Liam Martin's having a party.
might well be the form there. I know we'd already spoke about. I know I spoke about Argyle with Niall, but very quickly, Liam, what were your thoughts on your performance on Saturday?
Yeah, what's the game?
Green or mate?
Yeah, I watched the game. People say 4-0 flattered us, but it really didn't. We battered them all game. And yeah, easy win. And yeah, roll on tomorrow. Should win against Cheltenham. And that'll be 6 wins out of 6. And if we win with a clean sheet, that'll be the first time in our history that we've gone 6 games without conceding.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, to be honest, 6 games, 6 wins. If you offer me that before, I would snap your hands off. I mean, to be honest, 4 of them 6 games we should yeah. 4 of them 6 games we should be winning anyway, which was Morecambe, Accrington, Cheltenham.
And
Who's he?
Who are you playing on Saturday?
Ipswich. It's Cheltenham,
No.
no Ipswich.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
It's
That
not.
sounds interesting. I mean, you're 8 points off
AFC
Wigan, but I don't know how many times.
AFC Wimbledon, that was the other one. So 4. That was 4
Yeah.
games. That was 4 easy wins, and Pompey and Bolton. I wasn't expecting.
Pompey.
Yeah. Bolton.
Tough games coming up, by the way. So Ipswich away, you'll probably say is an easy game. I mean, Ipswich
Ed Sheeran's.
are underperforming.
Nah, the Ipswich game's a weird one because we're doing our memorial for Paul Marin on that game, so it could be a bit of a weird day for both sets of fans, I'd say. So
Paul
that
Marin.
one could be a bit of a weird one, but yeah. Former Argyle player and manager played for Ipswich, I think, as well. So
How many points?
we did one at home.
How many?
We did one at
How
home
many
park
points
when
do
they
we
came
have?
down. So
How many points are we ahead of Ipswich?
You are. Let me do the
I
math.
don't know, like 12.
You are 10 points ahead.
Well, that'll be
That was
16 because that'll be 16 because we'll beat Cheltenham. We'll beat them. No, I'm joking.
I've already said, Liam, we're winning the league, so we don't need to worry.
I mean, I don't see why
We're
you can't
favourites
get
for
out.
we are favourites in my opinion. I mean, we've got the best form. We've got to play all of the big sides, and all of them seem to have hit the worst form of their lives, just as we've got to play them. It's absolutely beautiful. Sunderland can't get a win even if you beg them. Wickham, I mean, I used to call them terrorists. They seem to be letting in goals more than Hooker does. Then you've got MK Dons last game of the season at home park, please. I'm really excited actually. We've got to play everyone, and none of them are in good form. So we are favourites for the title, I think. So.
To be honest, the last 4 home games, I don't see us losing the home game. I generally don't.
Yeah.
No, neither do I.
Fair enough. Right.
Sunderland at home park, MK Dons at home park. Who else have we got?
Cheltenham.
Just Cheltenham and Oxford.
No, we've. Oxford. Yeah, that's the one.
By the way, where did they get 136 Accrington fans from? Because I saw a photo and I counted 90.
They just
Better than what they did in League Two. I think when we were both in League Two, I think they brought down 32 fans one day. Not joking. It was either Accrington or Morecambe. One of the two brought 32 fans down to Home Park one day. It was absolutely hilarious.
I'm not surprised. It's a heck of a journey.
To be honest, I just think they make the numbers.
A couple of minibuses.
I just think they make when fans come down to Home Park, I just think they make the numbers up.
They probably
yeah.
I just think that's 300. No, it isn't.
They probably added the empty seats as well. Anyways, just for joining the live chat, by the way, it's me, Owen, Niall, Liam, and the other two. Max is the guy from Hull, and Jake, who is a bowler vlogger.
And Joe, yes, you assumed very correctly, considering that's in the background.
Yeah.
Moving on.
He hasn't been here for the whole stream. Oh, that was terrible, wasn't it?
That's
Hull haven't been good
disappointed
for the
in
whole
you.
season, so there you go. Right. Anyways, the big two sides, Chelsea. Man City and Liverpool. Sorry. Man City, I thought, struggled against Southampton, but the second half, once they got that penalty, which I thought was debatable, once they got that debatable penalty, it was. Once they got that penalty, anyways, once they got given that penalty and Kevin De Bruyne stepped up and just about scored it, City went on from there, started scoring goals, and they looked really comfortable. And I know Max is also a City fan.
And I did a watch along for it. So, you know.
You were better second half, weren't you, than you were first half?
I mean, first half was a bit of a poor performance in the sense we are, but I mean, Southampton are a decent side against us, apparently. First goal, Sterling, good goal, in my opinion. Look, I mean, Southampton's goal, I was just a bit frustrated at that. Stefan looked like he was going to come out and pounce on the ball, but then just backed up and was like, oh, no, never mind. And then Southampton, I can't remember who actually it was who took the shot on, but Laporte took his leg out, went over end of his boot and went in. So I was just like, great.
I don't think it was a shot. I think he went for a low cross and it hit Laporte in the back of the leg and went in. Hilarious own goal, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, yeah, mate, fair enough.
Not like that one there was one in the Bundesliga. Someone scored an own goal from about 25 yards out. Hilarious. After the keeper went over him and went in the net, I was like, oh, what a good goal, eh? Yeah, there's been some funny own goals. And that Laporte was...
I mean, quite a lot of...
Whether I like City or not, I mean, I never hate City, obviously, but, bias or not, I found that rather funny. I'm not going to...
I score quite a lot of them.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. I score quite
found
a
it
lot of them.
rather amusing. Found it rather amusing. By the way, the Liverpool game, I thought Liverpool were very, very lucky against Forest.
Yeah.
Because Forest put in the best performance in the quarterfinals. Forget the City. Forget the teams that won. But out of all the teams that were in the quarterfinals, I thought Forest put in the best performance out of all the other teams. Like maybe Crystal Palace, but Forest were probably the best team I've seen in the FA Cup in the while. They did so well. Beat Leicester, the holders, to beat Arsenal. You're like, how far can they go? And then Diogo Jota scores one of the crappiest goals you're ever going to see, which I thought was offside.
Well, Zinchenko missed that tap in, didn't he? And as soon as he did that, I thought, yeah, they're out. Like, when you can't miss a chance like that against Liverpool, really.
Yeah. But Forest certainly did the Championship proud, as well as the Borough. But, it just goes to show when you come up against teams like this, and I know there's a lot of Big Six. There's a lot of people who support Big Six sides that are just arrogant and they're like, oh, look. I mean, there was a few United fans. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying that Owen or Lima won them, and none of them were. And I knew Borough versus United would be tough, but I thought United would win. Personally, there's loads of United fans online saying, "Oh, we're going to beat these Farmers 3-4, 5-0." I'm like, we're not Farmers. We're a team that actually United struggled against in the Premier League in the past.
Are you sure you're not quoting Liam word for word there?
Sorry?
Are you sure you're not quoting Liam word for word there? Because that does sound like something he would say. The amount of times he's spoken crap about other teams in League One, and then we go on and lose that game. Liam's like, yeah, we'll smash them, and then we lose.
No, it's because United were top 6 at the time, and then obviously were sort of mid-table, and we were sort of, well, we weren't mid-table, we were top 10, but we weren't in the top 6 at the time. And there's United fans online who probably haven't even watched football in their life that was saying, "Oh, United are winning 5-0, 6-0. We're going to beat these Farmers." I said, eat your words, because it's not going to be 5-0. I think United would be lucky if it was 2-1. And look what happened. Ronaldo missed a penalty. As soon as Ronaldo missed a penalty, I knew United won't win it. Like, if Ronaldo can't even score a penalty, then, what can they do? But Sancho in that game, I thought, had a really good game. Jones had a really good game for the Borough as well. And at the end of the day, penalty shootout. But, it's those big games. So for Forest, like Leicester and Arsenal, beating them, and obviously Huddersfield as well, the big sort of I was going to say Yorkshire Derby, but Forest aren't in Yorkshire. A fairly big sort of championship clash in the FA Cup. It's them sort of games. The games that you win are the ones that you remember. The games that you lose aren't the ones that you remember in the FA Cup. It's one of them competitions. But Forest, I thought, deserved to win. I did not think at all that Liverpool deserved to win it.
I want to disagree with that, because I remember when Argyle lost to Dorchester and Stourbridge in the FA Cup. I remember those days. Exactly. That is exactly the question. To who? One was Stourbridge and the other was Dorchester. It was when Argyle were in administration and had no money.
Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure Conor Hoyhane got sent off against Stourbridge for taking a free kick. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's where he got sent off. I know. The referees down at that level was shocking. Well, try being in administration and losing to non-league sides.
Just goes to show, doesn't it, that you can, teams can cause upsets. I mean, look at Musk this season. Musk had a really brilliant. I mean, he didn't get to the first round, sadly, but he knocked out Chester 4-0. Absolutely one of them. Scored 2 goals against Gateshead, sadly lost, but Musk had a good one. They beat the teams 2 leagues ahead of them, beat one of them. So this is what I like about the FA Cup. Where you can have big teams losing to smaller teams. You can have all the small teams causing massive shocks. It's the beauty of the FA Cup. Absolutely love it. Is there anyone else who thinks that Forest deserved to win against Liverpool? Because I thought they were superb. And I have to say their goalkeeper was brilliant. Can't remember who it was in goal, but I thought he was brilliant.
Oh, it's the American guy, wasn't it? It was the American guy, because they usually have Bamba, but they have the American guy.
Marveth.
Yeah.
Scott, you saying I've not been on the ball tonight with the comments? Well, tough, I'm afraid. I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing at the same time.
That's done. Lovely. Thank you.
Yep. Almost fully window there. If someone was throwing stones at the window, if I was out there, I'd have given them a clapping. Actually, you know, that's when you do. Anyways, yes. Anyone else got any thoughts on the Forest game?
Yeah, Liverpool just lucky. Yeah, simple.
Hey, I pull that again. The semi-finals, by the way, the semi-final draws obviously took place yesterday. What are our thoughts on the semi-final draw? I mean, Man City Liverpool is going to be a massive game, and Chelsea Palace. Palace could cause a shock.
Well, I thought on the Chelsea Palace game for a second, I thought there'd be no Chelsea fans because obviously they can't legally sell tickets because they have no money and their owner is blood money. But it's the FA that sells the tickets, so unfortunately there will be stupid Chelsea fans. I'm afraid so. They're still losing. I'm going to say Palace to win the FA Cup. I love an underdog, and I want Palace to win it.
Fair enough. Thoughts on the City game, by the way, as well. I mean, it's quite a tie, isn't it? City versus Liverpool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a rather boring tie as well. You know, it's a bit of a boring tie. I know people say it's a massive tie. I mean, it is a big tie, City versus Liverpool, but it's also a bit of a boring tie, isn't it? Because we see Man City playing Liverpool far too many times at the minute. It seems like
we just pass it around all games. So I mean,
I feel like it should be a good game. Like, you know, it's one of those ones where City at Wembley are like a different animal. Like they don't lose at Wembley, so I feel like City will win it, but I reckon it'll be close.
Yeah.
Still remember that Watford final.
To be fair, Liverpool can still do the quadruple. So you know, I wouldn't bank.
I mean,
I wouldn't bank on them not winning it because they've got squad depth as well now. Well, no, they've got squad depth. You think of their front three. They've got Salah, Mane, Diaz. They got Jota. You know, they've got real depth. And then in midfield, you've got Naby Keita, Curtis Jones, Sean Henderson. They've got a lot of good depth there. And it's something that I don't think Liverpool have ever had, or certainly not under Jurgen Klopp. So it'll be really interesting actually to see how Liverpool handle sort of the sort of end of season, because I don't think I remember a season with Jurgen Klopp in charge where Liverpool have been fighting on all fronts, both domestically and European tournaments, because normally they're out of the FA Cup and they were knocked out of the League Cup in like the fourth round or something. Previous season, so it will be interesting to see how Liverpool handle that. And City, obviously, similar Premier League, massive title race there, Champions League as well. So that'll be an interesting game. That will be. I'm intrigued.
Fair enough. Maybe, I mean, there will be two interesting finals. I'm looking forward to Chelsea Palace more than the. Modern City and Liverpool, personally. I think a lot of people probably will just see City and Liverpool fans. But I'm looking forward more to the Palace one because I think Chelsea will, let's say, struggle against Palace because I think Palace will give them a really good game. And against a team like Chelsea, you've got to put in a good performance. If you don't put in a good performance, you're going to get absolutely battered. You know, one of them games. Anyone else got any thoughts? I know Jake's just sat there looking at the minute, being a bit quiet, but that's fine, supposedly. That's fine, no problem about that. You got any thoughts, by the way?
No, I don't think I'm going to watch them anyway, really, because I'll probably be busy at the moment.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm similar with Jake. It's an interesting game, but I'm probably not because I'll be at work or I don't know. Yeah,
especially the City Liverpool game. I don't think I'll watch that one.
No, I don't. I to be honest, I don't. I'll probably end up watching it. I'll probably turn it off at half time.
Yeah.
probably a boring game, but
It depends on when he is. We've got City Liverpool in the Premier League coming up, haven't we? So it depends on when it is. I'm not watching them both. Like, let's say I'm not watching them game after game. I can't be bothered with that.
No.
Same.
And I can't want City to beat Liverpool. No one Farpool League. Quite simply. Quite simply. I don't think any United fans on Farpool would, to be honest with you. But who do we think's going to be playing in the final?
City against Chelsea.
No, I'm going to go Palace Liverpool. I think Palace beat Chelsea, and I think Liverpool probably beat Pep. It's that counter attack, isn't it? Pep still can't deal with the counter attack. So, and if Salah's on form, oh boy, this could get messy. Especially with Luis Diaz as well, and the amount of raw pace that kid's got. I mean, Pep must be thinking, it's okay. Shove my defenders into their half. It's okay. Ederson will come and sweep up, and Luis Diaz is there just absolutely terrorising the City defence with just his pace. It'll be unreal.
Yeah. Fair enough. Anyone else? I think it's going to be, personally, I'm going to say City Chelsea. I can see City.
I'd agree.
That's what I was going to be on paper, isn't it?
I don't want Liverpool in the final. If it's Liverpool-Chelsea, then it's going to be the most boring final again. Because the EFL Cup one, although it was a decent final, you just see Liverpool-Chelsea in the final. Like,
to be fair, Chelsea missed loads of chances in that game. Like, they could have won that final. But
yeah, and
they missed
unfortunately,
loads of chances.
Yeah, and they didn't. And 4 disallowed goals. 4 disallowed goals.
They're just giving us the onside.
Yeah.
Lukaku was offside about 5 times, wasn't he?
Lukaku was barely offside.
Yeah.
The goal.
Yeah.
I mean, the Van Dijk situation. For me, I thought that was harsh. With the goal that was disallowed for Liverpool, so I thought it was a perfectly good goal. And then apparently Van Dijk.
It was clear offside. I mean, Van Dijk stood in an offside position blocking Reece James. I mean, that is offside. That standard procedure. He's interfering with play. As if he's not blocking Reece James gets that, clears it away, or So no, he was offside, interfering with play. It was the right call. But it seems like Marcus Rashford had been teaching the Chelsea players how to play football in terms of playing in the attack, because they were, as you said, all offside.
Fair enough. By the way, I just remembered it was the Champions League quarter-final draw took place on Friday. Unfortunately, I wasn't available to do the draws, unfortunately, but I did see the ties. And before we do anything else, we will have a look at them. Some brilliant ties. Starting off, Chelsea. I know we've spoke about them a lot, but they're obviously featuring in it. World champions, current European or current Champions League holders, and they're taking on the record champions, Real Madrid. Now, last season they played against them and beat them, I think, 3-1 on aggregate. And this time, Real Madrid, I would say, are a better side than they were last season. And obviously, the Bernabeu, they were a lot better. But against Barcelona, they absolutely lost without Karim Benzema. I think if Benzema doesn't play against Chelsea, then Chelsea will probably win. But Benzema just seems to be their most important player. They don't seem to play very well without him, do they?
No.
So,
well, he's the leader, isn't he? He's the one that orchestrates the team. I think I saw a quote earlier today saying, obviously Benzema couldn't play yesterday, but he was like, it was an embarrassing loss to Barcelona. He questioned a couple of the younger players who were playing FIFA at 4 a.m. before they're playing Barcelona, and they were like, well, it's only Barcelona, no Lionel Messi. And it's like, you can see that Benzema really does glue that thing together. And I've been really impressed with him, actually, ever since Ronaldo left. Real Madrid have become a team again. So really good to see. And since Ronaldo left Juventus, they've become a team. There seems to be a theme here, but I wouldn't like to go in on Ronaldo too much. Apart from United are no longer a team, and they were a team. So
Jesus Christ. I will say this, Real Madrid, since Ronaldo left, have gone downhill a lot. But I think this season, if they're going to get back to their best...
Wasn't just Ronaldo that left, was it?
Might be this season. No, I don't know. I was trying to change something. I was probably better like it. Ronaldo was superb at Barcelona, at Real Madrid, and then he came to United and he scored a few goals, but he's not amazing. I've got to say, he's not amazing. Anyone else?
It was Real Madrid. It was Real Madrid losing Zidane that caused most of the shit, didn't it? That was the big one when Zidane left.
Yeah, that was a big miss actually for them. Zidane was absolutely magnificent for Madrid.
Yeah.
And then he just left, and it's all gone to pot, hasn't it? Really. Anyone else got any thoughts?
Nope.
No.
And what, the El Clasico or just?
Oh no, Chelsea Madrid. By the way, I mean, sorry.
Oh, Chelsea Madrid. Oh, do I have any thoughts on that? I think Madrid could beat Chelsea. I don't really rate Chelsea this year.
Same.
But I think Madrid will beat them. But I think it'll be close again. But I think Madrid over 2 legs, Madrid will have enough of them.
Yeah, that's fair enough. What's the other one? Well, Man City Atletico now. God. We know ourselves what Atletico are like because they've already knocked us out. But they're against Man City now. I know, Max, you'll probably be looking forward to this, but
I don't. It will be
a tough game, isn't it? It'll be a tough game. It's a tough one, even for City. Even though the good Atletico are.
We need to prove ourselves this year. We need to prove ourselves this year because we still haven't won the Champions League. So
yeah, and you probably still won't.
It's this season's or never, if we're honest.
I guess City have the benefit, don't they? They've already seen I know like United aren't as good as City, but they've already seen them against English opposition, so they can kind of weigh it up that way.
I mean, I do think it'll be a close game, but it'll probably be like one of those games where we literally pass it around like 10,000 times again, and then get a simple goal from a cross, and then it's a simple tap. But
did you think you're scoring a headed goal against Simeone's Atletico? That's adorable.
No.
Genuinely, that's the most adorable thing I've heard. A simple goal against Atletico Madrid. There's no such thing. And you passing it around, Diego Simeone will absolutely love that. Because all he has to do is sit his team on the halfway, on the edge of his own box. He'll love that. Absolutely love it. On the counter.
The masters of the dark arts are going to strike again against the Manchester side. Great. Love to see it.
Exactly.
Yeah, fair enough. But I think this is a tough game for City, actually. And I would say it's a tough game for Atletico Madrid as well. It's a tough game to call. But I think this game is a lot tougher for Man City. There'll be a lot more pressure. I'd say City are probably under a lot more pressure, obviously, because they haven't won the Champions League yet, and they're still looking to do that. They got to the final last year and lost to Chelsea. But they're against
it.
Well, yeah.
Absolutely not.
I tell you, I will say
up in the biggest game.
Yeah, I will say if you don't beat Atletico Madrid at home, I don't think you're going through. Because Atletico Madrid, for me, are a very good side at the Metropolitano. And against United, they absolutely dominated United at the Metropolitano, and somehow we managed to sneak a draw out of it. We should have lost like 2 or 3-0 on aggregate. We should never have got a point there. But if you don't beat City,
gave
if you do not
Liverpool-
beat Everton at home, I think you'll lose at the Metropolitano.
They gave Liverpool
They
a
did.
good go at
Anthony
the
Elanga.
Metropolitano. And
Yeah. Well, Liverpool are a different side, aren't they?
Mm.
Liverpool are quality side
Yeah.
at the minute. But for me, I think if you don't win against them, at the Etihad or the Empty-Ad, then I think you've had it. Because I don't see you winning at the Metropolitano, personally. It's a tough place to
No,
go.
we won't win at Metropolitano. I'm guaranteeing that right now.
It's a tough place to go, isn't it? Villarreal have been a bit
I mean, just off Liverpool.
Eh?
Just off Liverpool.
All right. Yeah. Villarreal have become, well, they're certainly one of the dark horses, aren't they, at the minute? I know they obviously won the Europa League. Undeservedly, to be honest. But this season, they're playing. They're magnificent this season. I don't know what's happened to them. And obviously, Good Evening is in charge, obviously. You know, Unai Emery. He's done absolutely magnificent for them. Didn't do sod all for Arsenal, but he's been magnificent for Villarreal. Do you think?
I mean, he's got a Europa League trophy.
silly question.
He's got a Europa League trophy.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, silly question, but do you think do you think they stand a chance against Bayern?
no.
No, I think Bayern will beat him.
Yeah. I think if Bayern win, if Bayern personally get a draw at Villarreal, and then at the Allianz, absolutely welly them. I mean, I'd still hate to be Red Bull Salzburg personally. A minute after that, I turned on to the Bayern game, 7-1. I was like, what? It was 1-1 in the first leg. 1-1 in the first leg. By the way, would you say Bayern the favourites to win it?
Yeah.
Obviously, with all the other,
No.
obviously, forget the semi-finals. By the way, will be Bayern versus Liverpool. If Villarreal and Benfica both lose, it will be Bayern versus Liverpool in the semis. Most likely. Do you see Bayern getting past Liverpool?
No.
I don't.
No, I can't. Anfield, European night. No team in their right mind is thinking, I know what I want to do on a Tuesday night. Go to Anfield in the Champions League. It's one of the toughest venues in world football to go and get a result. So, no, I actually think Liverpool could win the Champions
got a
League.
result, but
I
ended
think-
up losing on aggregate. Inter won at Anfield, but the damage was done, I think,
True.
in Milan. By the way, what are your thoughts on the away goals disappearing? Because I think it's a lot better. But people say it's bad because apparently it takes out the drama. For me, I prefer, because then if it's a draw, you go into extra time penalties, you go in the full distance.
To be honest, I hadn't even noticed.
Now,
Do
the
you
away
think they
goals
brought
will
in-
count.
Do you think the TV companies kind of made a deal because it makes it better for them because they have more hours like broadcasted because it goes to extra time penalties.
No, it was UEFA. Because I think it was UEFA because there was a lot of uproar with teams going out because of away goals. A lot of teams thought it was unfair. I mean, I personally have never been a fan of away goals. I think it's unfair on the team. You know, I think it should just be like normal. You know, it should be the same as the Carabao Cup semis, which, you know, second two legs.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, and then if it's a draw, go to extra time penalties. But I know a lot of people have had different. A lot of people have had different thoughts on it. So I'm interested to see if what you guys are thinking, if you're thinking anything.
No.
No, just a no. Well, would you say it's better or not? Let's just go there. Do you think it's better or not?
What, the away goals being scrapped?
Yeah. Yes or no? And why? Ideally.
I can't say I've noticed. I genuinely can't say I've noticed the away goals will not be in there. Like, I'm not even taking the piss. I genuinely just, like, I don't.
Probably
It doesn't seem to have bothered me. Like, I don't even notice it. It's just is what it is. Like, do your job on the night over 2 nights, you'll win. Like, you know, it's simple.
And to Jordan's question, no.
Oh,
No,
you're going on.
Am I going to? No, I'm not. I've got work for the next couple of days, so
I am
will
now.
get home park tomorrow, I'm afraid. Yeah.
And I'm going to the last 4 home games. Thank you.
Fair enough.
I'll be
Anyone
watching
else?
it at home though.
Oh, fair enough. Anyone else?
I like the away goal rule, to be honest, but I mean, it's one of those things where I'm not that bothered. It's gone, but it's just.
Owen, did I hear you say Cambridge got the biggest attendance on Saturday?
No. They got apart from Luton in the FA Cup. I'm pretty sure
6,000.
Oh no.
Yeah, Liam, for Cambridge, not in the entire league, just for Cambridge.
Thank you, Liam. Thank you. I mean, I wasn't there, but yeah.
No, I just laugh because
It's okay. Liam is one of our snobby Argyle fans that if you don't have more than 10,000 fans, he looks down at you. Like, it's,
sorry, Liam. We're not good enough. We're not good enough for your standards. I'm sorry. I mean, our stadium backs onto a DFS, but you know, it's not good enough.
The Abbey Stadium. Who named it that?
It's okay, St James. Exeter City Stadium basically runs down to a KFC, which is just hilarious.
Wow.
Yeah, just like basically it's in the middle of nowhere.
Borough Stadium is at the bottom of a bridge, and if you go over the bridge, you get to KFC.
Oh, so there's a theme. There's a theme here.
There's a KF. We've got like an industrial estate now. We've got a B&M, an Argos, a food warehouse, I believe, for Iceland. That's one.
Yeah, like
The part literally closest to the stadium. You've got a Costa. You've got a pub called the Six Meadows, and you've got a KFC.
KFC.
You know what? I can totally
on a nighttime game. They close at 10 o'clock. The match doesn't finish till after 9:30.
Which is quite
terribly
silly,
sorry they don't stay open for. They should stay open for your.
No, I'm just saying
games,
it's a bit stupid. Really.
Yeah, because you go to the pub and then you go on the way home. You go KFC. That's how it's meant to be, really, isn't it?
Yeah, especially in the north, because you drink 10 pints, get fucking plastered, go back home, beat up your wife, you dirty northern bastards.
I heard them do that down south as well.
No. We take cars to a Weatherspoons for dinner. We're a little bit more classier.
Yeah, we sing that we sing it as a chant because every single team that comes down to us always foul us every single game.
It's always Northern.
Yep.
Yeah.
I guess everywhere's Plymouth, isn't it?
Apart from Truro and Cornwall, but they're not in the EFL, so we don't have to worry about Truro.
The only team that we don't sing Northern to is Pompey.
No, they are still Northern. I drew a line when I was younger. Yeah, I drew a line, and Argyle is still more southern than Pompey, so you can still chant it.
Still more southern than there.
Lovely.
You're more southern than Brighton, Southampton, Portsmouth. I mean, you can't go any further south than that unless you want to go into the English Channel. So,
no, you could just nip over the Tamar Bridge and go down to Cornwall. That's more southern.
all right. I've been down to Cornwall. It's a nice place anyway. Tough question this, but who do you think will win the Champions League?
Bayern for me.
Liverpool.
I think I don't want to say Liverpool, but they do look quite good in Europe. So I'm gonna say Man City and just hope I'm right. But and that's hard to say as a United fan, to be honest. But
I think
you
if
hope
Bayern
anyone-
get Liverpool and Liverpool beat Bayern, I think that's Liverpool's for the taking, really.
Yeah.
I hope Bayern do it personally, but I don't know if we will.
Well, you love that, wouldn't you, Daz?
wait, Daz, would you be confident against Liverpool? Would you be
No.
confident of beating Liverpool or 2 legs?
Unless Levy was actually on form. I mean, he is on good form, but I highly doubt that. I highly doubt Bayern will do it.
You need a lot more than just Lewandowski, wouldn't you? You need Kimmich. You need a lot of them on form to get a result against Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think Bayern have got a good enough team to do it. I think Bayern are capable of doing it. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just getting
I
over
believe
that.
I'm pretty certain the first leg would be at the Allianz.
it is.
Oh, you're screwed.
So-
You are screwed. Then you're screwed.
Yeah, if Bayern can win if we can beat Liverpool at the Allianz, Bayern have to win this.
No,
If we can beat Liverpool at the Allianz,
still doesn't
and
matter.
then try and hold on to a lead.
No,
and win.
still. No,
It's difficult.
Doesn't
to
matter.
Anfield.
We've seen it. Dazza, have you forgotten the Liverpool-Barcelona game where they were 3-0
Yeah, but
up
Bayern
and then
are nowhere-
Liverpool
Bayern are not
win
Barcelona.
4-3?
Bayern are better than Barcelona.
Well, yeah, but you say that, but I'm pretty sure you've lost to a few dodgy teams in the Bundesliga this year. So Borussia Mönchengladbach.
That is true. That is
Sounds
true.
like
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it
that
is true,
does
yeah.
happen. You can't be invincible in the Bundesliga. People just think Bayern
Well,
can win every single game. I know Bayern can't win every single game.
I
But
would
in the
disagree
Champions
with that when the
League,
whole
you're
Well, I'm sorry, but when the whole Bundesliga is basically there to fund Bayern Munich, I actually find it hard to believe that they can't go invincible in the Bundesliga.
I don't think they ever have done, actually.
But
I
that
don't
just
think
shows
Bayern
how
have
shit Bayern are then.
Just say you win it every single season, anyways.
Yeah, they do win every season. I mean, at the minute, there's only like 4, well, there's the Wolves points, 6 points is no gap from Dortmund, so keep up, Dortmund. But Bayern have lost against Bochum, Mönchengladbach, I think Wolfsburg they've lost against. Mönchengladbach they haven't beaten once all season, I'll just say. But Bayern do lose games. They don't win every single game. I think they have lost like 5 or 6 games this season. It hasn't actually been the best from them, but that's all down to the defence. The defence has been a bit of a problem. The attacking play is fine. We come up against Liverpool in the semi-finals, right? We'll beat Liverpool at the Allianz. Personally, I think Bayern will win at the Allianz. Go to Liverpool. If we can hang on to that lead, then happy days. But I think it might go to the distance. Personally,
How would you rate Julian Nagelsmann?
how much throw weight in?
Yeah, like because if you think about Nagelsmann, he came quite rated with
I wouldn't say
Leipzig,
he's a
didn't
top
he?
manager. I wouldn't say he's a top manager,
Interesting.
but I'd say he's doing well at Bayern, but he's not top manager. He's not like Jupp Heynckes, who Bayern had in 2013 when they beat Dortmund in the final. You know, the Champions League winner. He's nothing like Jupp Heynckes or anyone like him. You know, he's a good manager. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say he's a top class manager at all. I think Bayern might look into getting another manager next season, which I wouldn't be surprised if it's someone like Everton Hag. Who, funny enough, United are after.
You say that, but I swear Julian Nagelsmann came with quite a reputation from RB Leipzig, and I think you would be ridiculously stupid to get rid of Nagelsmann. Absolutely stupid. He's still a young manager, still learning. Because don't forget, you took him from Leipzig when he was still very young, sort of as a manager. I mean, you'd be stupid to get rid of Nagelsmann at the moment. I mean, you've got to let him have some time to settle in.
You know what the buying board is like, though? The buying board have very high expectations, right? What's his face? Carlo Ancelotti won the league, and that was it for Bayern. All he won was the league with Bayern, and he went.
Yeah, no,
They
I get that,
expect-
but this is
They
different.
expect the league.
Yeah, but this is
trophy.
yeah, but this is completely different. You've gone and got a very inexperienced manager from RB Leipzig. You've got to give him a bit of time to sort of settle into a new job. It's like if United go and get Eric Ten Hag, you're going to have to allow Eric Ten Hag some time to settle in and sort of get his feet under the table. It's not something that you can take 3-4. It's not instant. It's very to see a manager come in and sort of have that instant impact like a Thomas Tuchel or a Steven Schumacher. It's very rare that you get those top quality managers.
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying, but the Bayern board, you know what the Bayern board are like. If you don't win trophies, you've got. They don't care if you're inexperienced or not. This is the thing. Bayern's board is very harsh. I mean, they're not Watford, who sack managers every 2 months, but they have the expectations of Bayern are incredibly high, and it doesn't matter whether you're inexperienced or not.
I get that, but you're going to end up like. But you end up like Chelsea and run out of managers that you can hire because you've sacked everyone. Like,
well, that's the problem.
You'll get to a stage where there's actually no more managers that can go and manage Bayern. So yeah,
all down to the Bayern board. I mean, what's his name? Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, I think, has gone. I think he's gone at the end of the season. Uli Hoeneß, I believe, is gone. So there's 2 people from Bayern's board that's gone. I mean, they've done well, but don't get me wrong, that they do have of getting with managers. I know Carlo Ancelotti went, only won the league. He went. Niko Kovac won the league, and I think the cup. But the next season, he got sacked in November because we were miles away from actually winning the league, and we lost 5-1 to Frankfurt.
Yeah, but that's different.
They sacked
that's
him
different, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but if
I'm not saying sack. You're missing the point completely there. I'm not saying if you're like 10 points off the Bundesliga, you shouldn't sack your manager. Of course you should. But if Julian Nagelsmann still wins you a Bundesliga, you've got to a quarterfinal of a Champions League. I don't know how you're doing in the Pokal Cup or whatever it's called. But, that's different. Well, okay. But you're still in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. You look like win the league. I think it would be stupid to get rid of Nagelsmann at the moment. I think he's a very exciting young manager with quite a bit of promise. But he again, is going to be the same if you get Ten Hag. He's also equally as inexperienced at the highest level of football. And you'll have the same issues that you've got with Julian Nagelsmann that you'll have with Ten Hag, which is similar that United, if they shall get Ten Hag, will also have those same issues because Ten Hag, I'm not saying Ten Hag isn't a good manager. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, he's a young manager who is definitely going to make mistakes, especially in the Prem. So I will sort of say that if United should get Ten Hag, I think he's the right manager for them. But they should temper their expectations a little bit and not expect Ten Hag to go and win the quadruple in his first season. How long did it take? The best one to look at is how long did it take Jurgen Klopp to build this Liverpool side? That's how I would look at it. 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true. But at the end of the day, it's got down to the Bayern board, whatever they decide to do. I mean, I don't think Nagelsmann deserves to go. I think he's a good manager, but at the end of the day, if the board do what they like, that's the annoying thing. It's the board that sometimes does me head in. But it is what it is. I think we'll wrap it up there actually, because we've been going on for about an hour and a half now. Oh, and I'm shattered already because I've had a long day. So that's probably why I haven't been looking at the live chat too much in the stream because I'm absolutely shattered. I'm not normally tired on the stream, but I have been busy. I think we've all been pretty busy today, so it's one of them. I think we'll end it there anyway. All being well, I'll be back next week. Thanks to Max and for Jake for coming on. Obviously, sorry it was short notice, but I did have spaces available. Might next week as well. We don't know. I'll let you know then. But me, Owen definitely will be back. Don't know whether now might be available next week. I don't know.
I'm working next week, so I will not be available. I'm afraid.
No, then. Liam's not available next week either. I know that, so there might be some space for you guys. Gareth will be back next week, as far as I know. But obviously, I'll be back next week. We'll see what happens anyway. I'll be back on Saturday afternoon, anyways, from 4:45 for the game between England and Switzerland, and I'm staying live for Germany versus Israel in the 2 international friendlies. So I'll be on from 4:45 till about 10:15.
I'll be going live as well. I'm not trying to talk more or anything.
Right, it's going to be a bit of a long. It's going to be a long sort of 5-hour stream, but first double watch along.
Did you say England international friendly?
Yes, because that's what they're playing.
Yeah, there is absolutely no way on this planet you're getting me to watch Southgate ball as a friendly. Fuck.
What do you mean? It's the highlight. It's the highlight of the footballing calendar.
I don't think so. You have watched Gareth Southgate ball, right? This requires Tyrone Mings, Harry Maguire, and John Stones. I mean, I'm sorry, but I can't do it. I just can't. That would be hazardous to my mental health. That would be terrible for my mental health. That would be. Like, genuinely, I would. I don't give a crap who he's taken to. I don't know. He's still taking Harry Maguire. How the hell Harry Maguire got called up? I'll never know.
I mean,
I have been absolutely awful.
The one that I don't get is Jack Grealish, right? The bit I don't get is Jack Grealish over Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho in his last 7 games has got more goals and assists than Jack Grealish has all season. Yet Jack Grealish is the one that is the one picked. I just sometimes I wonder with Southgate if he genuinely, you know how some managers will sleep with their staff. I don't know if Gareth Southgate just has like an orgy with like Harry Maguire, Jack Grealish, and a fat ass orgy. But I mean, sometimes I do wonder how they get picked. I do think about these sometimes. It's just, ay caramba. And it's Gareth Southgate ball. That's even worse than
Jack Grealish is a playmaker.
I did find it very strange how Jadon Sancho doesn't get called up. But Shaw and Maguire, who've been 2 of United's worst players in 2022, get called. They've been absolutely.
To be fair, I can understand. I can understand the Luke Shaw one because England aren't graced with an amazing pool of left backs, are we? I mean, Ben Chilwell hasn't got any, so he can't play. I mean, well, yeah, but Ben Chilwell hasn't even got a knee at the moment, so he can't play. And I mean. Tyreek Mitchell from Palace. Yeah, okay. Maybe Mitchell could go in there. Brandon Williams has had an all-right season, but is Brandon Williams really in quality? I mean, so I can understand the Luke Shaw one, but I can't stand the Maguire one. Like when you've got Tomori absolutely killing it in Serie A, I really don't understand the Maguire one. That's the one that just perplexes me.
Plus, Luke Shaw did really well on the Euros, didn't he? So I also get why he's picking Luke Shaw.
Maguire, it's all right.
We don't talk too much about the Euros anymore.
I know we say this about Maguire.
Not really.
But he seems to play better for England than he does for United. Whenever he plays for England, half the time he's up scoring headers. Or he'll actually defend properly. He plays better for England than he does for United.
If you think about it, it could be his. No, but it could be his diet. So with England, he may be forced to have a salad, whereas at Old Trafford, he's allowed a Burger King. So maybe it's something to do with the food that he's being given at the establishments. Because no. You clearly haven't seen the jokes about Burger King. Like I'm surprised you haven't got one at Old Trafford. To be fair, I'm surprised the Glazers haven't renamed Old Trafford to the Burger King Arena. Just sponsorship money, isn't it?
Well, you never know.
You know how much the Glazers love sponsorship money. I've just given them an idea now. Wait till next season. Manchester United versus
Burger King
Liverpool at
splattered
Burger
all
King
over Old
Arena.
I mean, I'd rather be sponsored by Burger King than Everton when they were sponsored by Angry Birds. That was.
Yeah, but they didn't rename Goodison Park the Angry Bird Arena, did they? What I'm on about but what I'm on about is the Glazers love money that much, so I'm surprised they haven't just renamed the stadium, right, so they can get even more money out of you lot.
Nah, they won't be.
Why not? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? They literally live in America and don't go to home games. So what are you gonna do even if they did change the name? It's not like you can go find them. They're never there.
They shouldn't. I don't think they will.
Well, I might have something like
You're not
St James's Park. It was like when they had Sports Direct on it. It might be just Burger King everywhere around Old Trafford. Might be just something like that.
Oh, that would be absolutely quality.
By the way,
So human.
Absolutely quality.
Do you remember? Had to laugh. I still remember. I don't know if you remember when Borough played against United. This showed embarrassing United were. Apparently, there was no food left in the concourses.
There wasn't.
At that time, there was
it wasn't because you didn't have any food. No, you had food and drink available. Your card machines weren't working, mate, so no one could actually eat the food. It was absolutely quality.
And no one could.
Your club is a mess. It's an absolute mess. Yeah, exactly. It's. You don't even get that at non-league. Like, even at non-league games, you can get a pasty and a drink or something. But at Old Trafford, the biggest club in England, you can't get a pasty. I mean, Jesus Christ. That is
apparently some technical problem or something. There was no food or drink available because of the technical problem. It was stupid. It was...
And there was no players available either, by the looks of it.
Really stupid, I'm not going to lie, it really was. Anyways, we're going to end it there. I'll be back on Saturday with the international friendly games. Thanks, lads, for coming on, and I'll see you all on Saturday. Bye!
Bye!
Bye!